The west coast of Vancouver Island is a wild place. Between Ucluelet and Tofino is Pacific Rim National Park, which is where you can see big waves pounding the shoreline that's often shrouded in mist. Now, there's a lot to do in this outdoor paradise. So today, I'm going to share with you my top favorite things to do for a long weekend in Tofino and Ucluelet. The Wild Pacific Trail showcases 8 kilometers of Ucluelet's rugged coastline. The trail is divided into 3 sections, and each one has a ridiculous amount of viewpoints to watch giant waves crash and splash onto the rocks. All right, so walking along this trail is just so relaxing. All you hear is the sound of the ocean and the crashing waves, and you can't be in a hurry to do this trail, can you?
No, and don't forget the whistle boy out there.
Right. And there's a viewpoint every, 10 seconds it seems like?
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, here.
Very relaxing.
Yes.
Stroll through here. Oh, look, another viewpoint. Wow.
Hello, nice day.
Hello. Just hanging out in a tree here.
Yeah, it's a kind of a remarkable tree.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah.
The Lighthouse Loop is my favorite section of the trail, especially during storm season in the winter months. That's when you can really feel the power of the ocean and get completely soaked. The West Coast is known for its big, beautiful sandy beaches. And the longest is the appropriately named Long Beach, which stretches more than 16 kilometers. You can spend several hours walking here, and in some places you'll have the whole beach all to yourself. It's also a hot spot for surfing, and the water reflection at low tide creates unique opportunities for photography. This is where I've seen some of the most beautiful sunsets, while roasting hot dogs over a fire. Pacific Rim National Park has several short hiking trails that typically end at a pristine beach in a sheltered bay. But 2 of my favorite trails are located in totally different forests. Along the Rainforest Trail, you'll see a typical lush old-growth forest, packed with ferns, moss, giant trees, and trees growing on trees. It's a fascinating ecosystem that makes you appreciate the intricacies of nature.
So I remember the first time I came here, I was just blown away by the size of the trees and some of these giant nurse logs, which are big old trees that fall over and suddenly have a bunch of little trees and plants growing on top of them. And I must say, I've lived on the island now for coming up to 10 years, and this place is still special. I'm not as blown away anymore since I've gotten used to seeing things like this, but it really still is a spectacular and magical place to visit.
The scenery along the Shore Pine Bog Trail is a complete opposite of the Rainforest Trail. Often referred to as the broccoli forest, the trees are small due to the acidic soil, and only a few plant species can survive in this unique environment.
You can see here just how big the trees are.
Yeah.
So small compared to the forests we're used to here on the island.
Finally old growth in my size.
Yeah. Weird, hey? Now, all the activities I've mentioned so far cost nothing, which is great. But if you do feel like splurging, there's a lot of activities you can do here as well, such as whale watching, kayaking, or taking a scenic flight over this beautiful area.
If you're an avid hiker like I am, I highly recommend taking a water taxi to Mears Island and hiking up Lone Cone Mountain. This is hands down the most challenging hike in the area, with the trail climbing more than 700 meters in just over 1.5 kilometers. But if you don't feel like working up a sweat, you can get the same views by taking a scenic flight in a float plane. The cool thing about exploring this area is that it doesn't feel like you're in Canada. Spending a long weekend here definitely feels like you're getting away from it all.